Hey everybody, it is Ray's Readings and Oyuk. We are back again for another extended reading. I apologize, I'm just trying to get my setup right here. Hold on. Everything got moved around yesterday because I was doing some drawing. So yeah, it's taking me a second to get everything back in order. Alright, that's a little bit better. There we go. Okay. So we're back. Well, let's see, I think I can move over a little bit more. Okay. Thank you for your patience, guys. I appreciate it while I get everything set up. But I hope you are all doing well out there, staying safe, staying in love as much as possible, and staying away from fear as much as possible as well. So before we get into anything, I'm just going to give you all a very quick explanation on my buddy here, Oyuk. So this is Oyuk. He is handmade by me. He is an idea that was channeled to me last year sometime through spirit. They let me know that this little fluffy teal friend wanted to come through. He wanted to be manifested in the physical so that he could be here to encourage me to be able to speak my truth as well as to support me on a mental, physical, emotional, spiritual level. So he's a very special little dude. He's one of a kind. Again, handmade by me. He's not just like a prop or a stuffed animal or something that I purchased. Yeah, he's like a spirit guide channeled into this physical form, and part of his mission and his purpose in being here is that he very much wants to be a light, loving, accepting, energetic presence for you all who tune into these readings. All right. So before we get into the singing bowl and the cards or anything, I just want to leave some room, some space in the beginning of this reading to just address and briefly discuss and shed some light on the situation that is still ongoing in the Ukraine right now with Russia invading, and there's like a whole entire war going on over there. People are fleeing their homes, fleeing the country. Thousands of people, maybe hundreds and thousands, I'm not entirely sure the number, but many people have lost their lives at this point. Many have lost their homes and been displaced. It's really just like chaotic in the worst way over there. So if we could all just, take some time to give this the respect that it deserves, as well as to continue to send good energy over there and support in whatever way we can. So whether that's, just sending light and love and, protection and supportive vibes over to the people of the Ukraine, or if it's, donating or helping different charities with that right now, whatever you can do, just support in any way that you can. But yeah, I just wanted to give this some time here before we get into anything, just to not sweep it under the rug and pretend like nothing's happening, because it's a very big catastrophic event that's occurring right now. So I just wanted to shed some light on that. But we will go ahead and start getting into the singing bowl, and we'll join in together for some energetic cleaning, clearing, cleansing, and just overall getting ourselves in the right mindset for the reading today. All right, guys, so let's do that. Alrighty, so like I said, I hope you were all doing well out there, staying safe, staying in love as much as possible, and staying away from fear as much as possible as well. Again, I recognize that it is very heavy and intense out there right now, so definitely do what you need to do to take care of yourselves and be compassionate. Also, I totally apologize. I feel like I say this every reading, but I'm going to have a hard time talking today. I was on a drawing jig yesterday for like 14 hours, and I was getting really intense and like chewing the like inside of my mouth. So nasty. And yeah, now it's just making it even harder for me to talk. So apparently I'm just not good at talking. So it's all good. All right, so we did do part 1 over on Instagram, so I highly recommend that you watch that before sitting through this one. I did leave a link below this in the description for that. So just a quick gist of the cards. We have the 10 of Wands in reverse, then we have the 8 of Wands in reverse, and then we have the Devil in reverse. So the gist is basically you got to learn to step back and fill your own cup first before trying to go out and take care of everybody first before yourself. That's kind of the gist of the reading, is like you're you've kind of been put in the position, in the title, the role of being the helpful person. Okay, wait, is that any better? I don't know. You've been the helpful person for a long time. And so, you've kind of learned to not have needs or to take care of yourself last, if at all. It's like, I'm getting like you're out there running around all day helping other people out, and then you get home at the end of the day and you just flop into bed and pass out. Like, you don't even take care of the things that you need to or meant to originally because you're just so tired from, being kind of the savior role and helping everybody out all the time. So it's really time to step back, slow down, stop running around, and reassess things, find out what your needs are, and set up boundaries according to those needs. And another thing I'm getting is, you have to kind of let go and remove yourself out of that role. I'm not saying don't continue to be helpful and help people out, but it's like right now you got to focus on you and again fill your own cup before trying to be out there helping out others and filling their own cups. All right, so that's why we have the devil energy in reverse coming out. It's because you have been feeling very constricted and depleted and very stuck in this set role that you've been in for some time. All right, so then we have the Page of Cups here, the Page of Pentacles here. So to me, this is talking about not having like an equal energetic exchange back. So what I mean by that is you're going out there and you're putting a lot of work and effort into helping people and doing whatever it is that you do, and you're not getting equal exchange back for that. So whether that's money or that's appreciation or just something to kind of like pay you back for what you've been doing, it's like, that's why you're feeling depleted, is because you're going out there and you're filling other people's cups, but nobody's filling your cup back for it. Whereas, things should be an equal exchange, right? You shouldn't just be putting all the work and all the energy out there to be getting like nothing or little, next to nothing back. So that's what I'm getting from the Page of Pentacles. So we're gonna get more cards. I'm gonna see what wants to come out. So, okay, so we have the Two of Swords. So normally when I get this card, I'm like, okay, you got to stop doing this. But right now I'm getting like, you need to be doing this right now. This is the only card so far that has come out upright. So you really have to block yourself off right now from other people and from, being out there and helping, right? So you got to like go like undercover. I'm hearing kind of go on a bit of like a, like shut this shit down. And again, really, really go within and help yourself out right now and fill your cups. And again, you will still have people around you with these swans that are like, hey, we need you. Can you help us? Can you do this? Can you do that? And you have to learn to say no right now. You have to learn to be like, no, like I can't right now. I need to take care of myself. I need to take some time out. I need to fill my own cup right now because I'm feeling very depleted. And when you're depleted and you're running on empty, that's not really good grounds to help people out. So again, I just want to clarify that all of this being said, this is not like a permanent situation where I'm like, no, stop being helpful indefinitely, but it's just like right now you need to take some time away from this grind of being helpful and being there and available for everybody's everything, every little issue, every little whim. You need to just turn inward and focus on you, and again, not be available for every little call that you get to be like, oh my god, I need you, help me. So just dropping cards. Alright, I'm gonna try to do a quicker one today, but we'll see. So we have the Queen of Cups. So that's the thing, is you are a very sensitive, highly emotional, intuitive, empathic person. So it's hard for you to not help because you feel things so deeply and you can't understand where people are coming from. So, people are like, oh, I need help with this or whatever. They come towards you with a problem and you're like, I understand. I feel what you're going through. And because you care so much, you help them, right? And that's wonderful. That's a wonderful energy to have and to be in. And I'm not saying get rid of that or stop doing that. But, with the Queen of Cups, she has to have the wisdom to be able to take care of herself first and be able to stand on her own 2 feet without, just being empathetic to everybody and everything around her except for herself, right? You have to be empathetic and understanding and helpful and caring to yourself first, because you should be the number one priority in your life. If you were not, you got to turn that around and change that and kind of think on that and reflect on that. Because again, if you're not taking care of yourself, nobody else is going to do that for you, right? And at the end of the day, when everybody else is gone, who's going to be there? You with yourself, right? So you have to take care of yourself. You have to look after yourself. So you need to allow the grace and the wisdom of this Queen of Cups to make sure that your own cup is filled first before you're going out there and you're spreading the amazing emotions and waters and skills and help that you do have for other people, right? So again, it's not saying don't do that ever again. It's just saying you need to rethink your approach. You need to change up your strategy, right? So your strategy, it seems, before has been, I can do this for myself later. I'll take care of myself later. I'll do this, but I gotta help this person first. This person comes first. They really need me. They need this. Nobody else is gonna be able to help them with this but me. And that's great. That's good that you're so selfless. But you gotta turn that around, because you need you. Out of everybody and anything that needs you, you need you the most. So you got to help yourself first. The other things can wait, right? What? Just think about that. Ask yourself, what would happen if he said no? Realistically, what would happen if you told somebody not right now and they had to wait? I think they would survive. I think they would get through and they would be able to wait, or it would give them the opportunity to have to try to figure it out for themselves. Because if you're there all the time and it's just yes, 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 all the time for everybody, you're kind of teaching and allowing other people to not take responsibility and accountability for their own stuff that they have to take care of, right? So if you're setting yourself up and everybody else is also setting you up to be in the position of you have all the answers, you fix everything, you help everybody, and you're always right there, right when they need you, right when they call for you, then everybody learns, okay, I can just, not figure out and help myself. I'll just rely on this person to do all of that for me. When in reality, we should all try our best to be independent and to figure our shit out before asking for help. Obviously asking for help is good. I'm not saying don't do that, but if you're teaching other people and the other people around you are kind of cultivating this mindset of ask for help first, try to figure it out second, that's putting way too much unnecessary pressure on you that doesn't need to be there, okay? That's what I'm saying. I hope that makes sense. So I'm gonna get some more cards. All right, so we have the Star card. Yeah, so again, you are a very giving person. You're very nurturing. You're very loving. You make people feel good. You give people hope and you inspire them. But again, share some of that light with yourself. I had a friend actually tell me one time something that she was getting, a message she was getting from me, is that I have to use some of my magic for myself instead of just going out there and sharing that with everybody else and then, not using that for myself. And that's what I'm getting from this card, is you have to give, a very fair portion of your own magic and your own amazingness and uniqueness to yourself first. You got to save a slice of the pie for you at the end of the day, right? You can't just give all of your pie away to everybody and then you have nothing. That's very disappointing and very depleting. If you bake the pie, you better get a piece, right? So that's just the random metaphor that I'm getting for that. So again, make sure that you're giving yourself a fair slice of the pie because you worked hard for it. So it's not fair that everybody just gets to come through and eat it and be like, okay, thanks, and run off and not return anything, right? And again, if you're letting everybody else around you eat your pie and you're not getting any of it, well, they better be baking you pies and bringing it to you that same day or the next day or whatever, right? They better be returning the favor. So again, that ties back into what I was saying of not having that equal energetic exchange. All right, so yeah, then we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So again, not being grounded, not being stable, not being firmly rooted in your needs and your boundaries. So again, this is something that you need to reassess and reevaluate. You need to figure out what your boundaries are based on what your needs are. So figure out what your needs are first, and then set some boundaries, because right now you're not feeling abundant. You're feeling very depleted. You're not feeling grounded. And again, with this Queen of Pentacles, you are a very naturally giving, nurturing person. You are naturally abundant, but you're not feeling abundant. You're feeling very depleted because you're not like grounding yourself in that. Again, you're just going out and you're over giving, you're overextending. So of course you're not going to feel abundant or stable or like that Queen of Pentacles upright. Yeah, I don't know. Then we have the Death card. So it did come out in reverse, but I think it's supposed to be upright because, again, you are going through a major change, a major transformation. And I was saying that too in part 1 with the Ten of Wands here, is it is a big transformation and a big adjustment to go through to like completely rewrite how you do everything, basically. So, you know, the way that you've been living, how you've been moving through the world, you know, your mindset, how you let other people treat you, the expectations that you allow other people to place on you and that you also withhold, you have to rewrite all of that. So that is a big transformation. All right, so yeah, last 2 cards. So again, we have the King of Cups and then the Two of Pentacles. So again, Two of Pentacles, there's no balance here, right? Or at least in the past, in this energy of overgiving, overextending, there has not been balance because you're giving everything out and you're not getting that stuff back. So that's just kind of reiterating the Page of Pentacles to me. So yeah, again, you got to get that back in balance, and you got to balance out like what this person is doing here in this card. You have to balance out what you're doing for yourself and what you're doing for other people, right? Instead of just giving everything to everybody else and leaving nothing for yourself. All right, and then yeah, we have the King of Cups in reverse. So again, the King of Cups in reverse to me, like, again, highly emotional, highly empathetic. If he was upright, to me, the King of Cups would be, you know, somebody very in tune with their emotions, very empathetic, you know, really understands people. And him in the upright, though, he would be able to set boundaries and put himself first and be his own authority in his life. You know, there would still be that masculine energy of kind of being able to be assertive with his, you know, when people call on him for help, if he's not able to, he would be assertive and be like, okay, no, like I can't do this. And again, you are very abundant emotionally with this big old cup that this King of Cups is holding, but it's in reverse. So again, you're not having proper boundaries, you're not being assertive for yourself, you're ignoring and neglecting your own needs. So that's why this energy is in reverse. It's like, okay, amazing, you have the emotional, empathetic side there, but you're doing yourself a disservice by not being equally, like, you have the softness there and the heart there, but you got to, again, balance that out by being equally grounded and assertive and firm with what your needs are and with what your boundaries are. So again, if you don't know what your needs are, which I totally relate to, well, I mean, not so much now, but I have related to not being like, okay, what are my needs? And if you're drawing a blank, like, you got to sit on that. You got to meditate on that. And again, I've been there. I still have my moments where I'm like that, where I'm like, okay, wait, what are my needs in the situation? What are my boundaries? You know, as people pleasers, highly sensitive people, the helpful ones, we really need to take care of ourselves and make sure that we do have like all the boundaries that we need set in place. We got to be grounded, and we got to make sure that we get equal exchange back for what we're giving out, right? And it doesn't necessarily always have to be like immediately, because again, there's a fine balance with that too. You know, you can't be like going out and asking everybody for money for everything. But yeah, you got to figure out how to be like firm in your boundaries and maybe even like communicate clear, you know, and just maybe just say, okay, if I'm going to help you with this, I expect something of equal magnitude in return or something like that, right? Like, this is something that I'm still personally figuring out. But I would just, you know, go within and listen to your intuition, listen to your inner guide and your spirit on what the right approach is for you in whatever situation that you're in, right? So, yeah, I don't know. I'll leave it with that. I'll leave it at that. But again, really go within, reassess, really meditate on some things and figure out what your needs are and what your boundaries are going to be from there, right? Like that's really, really important for you at this time. So I really hope that you take some time out of your day, out of your weeks, your month, or months, and you really sort this out for yourself, because you don't deserve to be going through life and always feeling depleted because you're putting everybody else first and you're putting yourself last. All right, again, you got to be your number one priority. So please think on that, meditate on that, sit on that, and do what you need to do to help yourself. All right, so I'm gonna leave it there for today. I will be hopping on over to Patreon to record the other extended reading with the oracle cards. So if you want to join me on over there, definitely please do. I would love to have you over there. But other than that, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whenever you're getting here. Again, stay safe, stay well, keep sending positive energy and whatever support that you can to the people of the Ukraine right now. Yeah, I don't know. My buddy Oyuk and I will see you all real soon. All right, goodbye, guys.